Hello, in this video I will be demoing Proverp's quality management functionality. Proverp is an ERP system designed to enhance your business through powerful back-end functionality while utilizing a simple user interface. Our system is extremely lightweight and provides a vast amount of functionality and powerful reporting analytics. In this video you will see how we can create and manage multiple quality events such as deviation, change control, out of specification, corrective action, preventive action, investigation, risk assessment and more. Proverp's QMS system is extremely flexible and can be designed for any type of quality event. Using the Elements and Events section, you can customize forms and actions to be taken based on your specific business. This here is the home page. Here you can track various graphs, analytics and your work list and action items. In this video we will be exploring the quality management system in the manufacturing module. Let's first start by creating a compliance transaction. Click on this button here. In this screen you will see multiple transactions, organized by event type, status and date. You can search for specific transactions here. A compliance transactions will generate a new quality event for a change control, deviation, CAPA, risk assessment, out of specification, etc. Let's start by creating a new deviation event. So, we want to create a new transaction. Let's specify the event type, due dates, the title, and the concerned elements. We will be creating a compliance of a deviation event for hydrochloride and cenarizine. In this particular case, we found improper labeling of a few samples when performing an audit. So, once we set the due date and summary, we can specify the elements here and click this button to save and edit this transaction. In this page you can manage this deviation event and check its workflow status. The initial setup for the event can be done in the Manage Events function. We will explore that submodule further in the video. Let's first fill in some of the fields below. First step in proposing a deviation change includes filling in the description, product and batch numbers, and immediate actions to be taken. In this case some of the samples drawn for the two elements were not labeled appropriately. Now we choose the approval workflow. And then submit this proposal form. Here you can review the workflow one more time and submit with a digital signature. Now let's log into another account. Here we are logging in as a manager, to approve the deviation compliance we just created. In the home page you can easily access all pending approvals and action items through this portlet here. For example, we can see the notification for the compliance transaction created previously. Now we access the compliance event through the home page like this. As the manager, I must review the proposal and submit a signed approval, so the compliance event can begin. Now we will log in as the Quality Assurance Manager to assess this specific problem. Now as the QA Manager I have assessed the situation and have filled some information about the deviation event. I will submit this form, and my manager will be required to approve this assessment. Once the proposal phase of the compliance is complete, now I can edit which teams need to do the assessment. For this specific transaction we only require an assessment from the quality control and assurance departments. As you can see the page is updated based on the actions we just set up. Now, let's log in as a quality control manager and review this quality event. Now one by one, each user in the workflow will do the assessment and submit their form. The status of the transaction will be updated each step of the way. Finally, in the final step, the Chief QA Manager will review the transaction, give his final remarks and submit this transaction. Once this transaction is complete you can also perform follow-up transactions by clicking here. For example, let's create a CAPA transaction. Here we simply need to name the CAPA transaction and click Save. Once that is done the page will automatically refresh with the transaction code. Similarly we can also create a risk assessment. To access these quality events we can simply click on this button here. Here you can submit forms and track the transaction similar to the deviation event we created previously. Now let's head back to the results page. Let's have a quick look at other quality events, such as the change control event. This change control was for the migration of network services. Here some of the HPLC instruments require qualification and installation from various departments. As you will notice, the fields below are customized for this specific quality event. The workflow process is similar to that of the deviation event we created before. In this case, more departments need to review and implement this change control. The Manage Events and Manage Elements submodules allow us to create customizable compliance transactions, with unique forms for specific machines, processes, products, etc. With these two submodules you can set up any compliance transaction with your own fields and workflows. You can access these submodules by clicking here. Here you can see some preset compliance events, such as risk assessment, OOS, investigation, change control, etc. Since we worked on the deviation event, let's click here. Here you can set up elements, standards and follow-up events for this event. The section below is where you can add various actions for each step of the transaction, such as review and assessment from various departments. These forms will allow you to dynamically create elements and events based on your specific requirements and procedures. We can see some more information about this event on the toolbar here. For example, if we click on the Amendment History button, we can see the previous changes to this event, and who made them. So, that is a small overview of the quality management capabilities of Proverp. With a completely customizable quality management system that regularly sends notifications and keeps track of compliance statuses, you can streamline your quality assurance operation. With this system you can move to a completely paperless quality control and assurance system, improving transparency and ease of communication. Proverp's functionalities and other submodules complement your business capabilities, and can take your business to new heights.